Very good evening, everyone. A very warm welcome to today's webinar on pharmacovigilance careers from internship to industry jobs. I'm Dr. Tanushree, and I'm delighted to be a host for this insightful session. Pharmacovigilance, often called the backbone of drug safety, is rapidly emerging as one of the most promising career domains for life science graduates or the people belonging to life science field. Whether you are a fresher or working professional looking to upskill, this field offers exciting pathways from internship to high growth industry roles. To explore this important topic in depth, we are excited to welcome three expert speakers who bring a wealth of knowledge and insight. We have with us Mr. Umesh Kumar, Associate Director, Clinical Operations, IQVIA RDS Private Limited. Mr. Umesh has been with IQVIA for last 8 years, providing leadership in outsourcing initiatives and risk-based monitoring. He brings over 20 years of experience in data management, biotechnology, pharmacovigilance, medical writing, and healthcare operations across USA, UK, European Union, Canada, and Asia. He is the recipient of Excellence in Healthcare Award at the Health 2.0 Conference, Las Vegas, USA 2025. Mr. Umesh has contributed significantly to clinical trials in oncology, diabetes, infectious diseases, vaccines, and ophthalmology. He has also led initiatives such as SOP development, training, publications, and international presentations. Mr. Umesh will provide insights into current hiring trends, real life career journeys, and how to grow in this dynamic field. We warmly welcome you, sir, and look forward to gaining from your rich experience and insights. Also, we have with us Mr. Kowshik Kumar. Mr. Kowshik is a dynamic and result driven professional with over 7 years of experience in pharmacovigilance. He brings specialized expertise in quality and compliance, medical coding, drug safety, audits, and drug development. With a strong foundation in team coordination, Mr. Kowshik brings extensive experience and deep expertise in pharmacovigilance regulations and coding dictionaries, acquired over the course of his impressive career. Beginning as a junior data analyst at Cognizant, he has since held key roles including drug safety associate at Biotecnika, medical service analyst at Accenture, and operations specialist 1 at IQVIA. Currently, he serves as a pharmacovigilance and drug safety trainer at Biotecnika, where he continues to share his expertise and passion for the field. Mr. Kowshik will walk us through how to begin your pharmacovigilance journey, covering internship certifications and entry level opportunities. We welcome you, sir. Also, we are thrilled to welcome Ms. Geethanjali Kumar. Ms. Geethanjali holds a master's degree in pharmacy. She brings around 3.5 years of diverse experience across multiple domains. She has previously worked as a pharmacovigilance associate, gaining valuable expertise in drug safety and case processing. Currently, she is working with Biotecnika as an academic support specialist, pharmacovigilance. Ms. Geethanjali will guide us through the fundamentals of pharmacovigilance and its career scope. We welcome you, ma'am. So we are truly honored to have you all with us today. And just a quick note for everyone, there will be a total of 3 sessions in this webinar, and the third session will be followed by a brief Q&A round. So feel free to post your questions in the chat as we go along. So now, without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to our first speaker, Ms. Geethanjali. Over to you, ma'am.
Hello everyone, thank you Tanushree ma'am. I hope my audio is, you can all hear me, and is it clear?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible. Please continue.
Okay. Good evening everyone. So I am Geethanjali. So right now I am working as a pharmacovigilance trainer in Biotecnika. And thank you Tanushree ma'am for hosting us, and thank you for the opportunity in having us on this webinar. So today, on this day, I will be walking you through the fundamentals of pharmacovigilance, like why it started, what is pharmacovigilance is all about. So I'm going just presenting my screen. Let me know once it's visible. Yeah, I hope the screen is visible now.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay, thank you for the confirmation. So let's start with the basics of pharmacovigilance and how it is playing a major role in drug safety and its applications, where all it is applied in various sectors. And we will discuss on a few real life case studies where which gave much importance to pharmacovigilance. So let's get into the topic of what pharmacovigilance is all about. So it is the science and activities involved in the detection, assessment, understanding, and prevention of adverse effects or any other drug related problems. It could be, it's not only confined to just the drugs, so it covers your vaccines, the medical devices. So it's all about the drug and the medicine related problems. So it helps us to determine both the long term and the short term effects. So it mainly focuses on the adverse effects. So one of the main objective of pharmacovigilance is the core objective is the patient safety enhancement. So which is the first important thing pharmacovigilance targets. So because patient safety is the first priority here, so it is done through vigorous monitoring and the reporting of areas. So this it will enhance the patient involvement in reporting of the ADRs and also in the signal detection. So and this data is collected from electronic health records, like electronic health records and few patient forums to get the real world evidence. The second one would be the risk management. So once all this data is collected and analyzed, so we take measures to manage the risk which is occurring from the drug in use. So that is also one crucial step in where pharmacovigilance plays an important role. So we have a certain the process how it plays a role in drug safety and healthcare. So the core function or the major objective would be the monitoring and assessment of areas collected from various sources. So we have different types of reportings available all over the world. So from everywhere the data is collected and which would be collectively analyzed. We have different analysis like data analysis will be done, and this will lead to identifying of the safety signals, which is identifying new risks which the drug is causing or any new data which can be found out from the databases. And third would be identifying of the safety signals. So this is the safety signals are identified, like nowadays advanced methods are used like data analytics, and even AI is used to extract data from large databases. Like we have global databases like VGBase, FAIRS. So from all these the data would be analyzed, and this also needs to be continuously updated. So because risk and benefit assessments should be done on like a periodic basis, so that it is up to date and we're not missing out on anything. So next would be the impact on patient safety, how it is impacting the patients, and how it is helping in healthcare. So identifying risk, the potential risk early in an early stage, which could be even in a clinical trial stage, is very important for the patient safety, because when serious events are being detected, so modifying the trials or modifying the drugs at a clinical trial stage itself would reduce a risk to a much greater extent. and informed healthcare providers. So, informing healthcare providers and keeping them updated about the risk associated with the drug is also very important, because it will reduce the prescribing errors, and it will lead us to a safe prescription. Prescriptions are safe, and the patients would be able to trust on the healthcare providers that they are not being at risk. And third would be the data-driven healthcare outcomes. So this data-driven outcomes is will be done using data analytics, and machine learnings is used, and it is also helpful in taking clinical decisions, which all these are based on the real life evidence, real world evidence which we get, and also the data from post marketing surveillance as well. So let's see a few of the sectors where pharmacovigilance is applied, and it plays a major role. So first would be the pharmaceutical industry. In pharmaceutical industry, this PV plays a major role in, we can say, drug development process. So it is mainly useful in the drug development process during the trial stage as well, and even in the post marketing stage. It also helps the companies who are doing the research, also helps them to maintain a market sustainability, so that the drug recalls and the banning of drugs are being avoided. Second would be the clinical research part. So in clinical trials also, this helps in detecting any serious conditions or any serious SARs which occur in the trial phase. So any serious effects, so this would be considered, and they will take a call based on the seriousness of the adverse effects. And also even new events can be detected, and we will also make sure that the research is being aligned according to the regulatory requirements. Third one is the healthcare sector, where it's again important for the doctors, nurses, the pharmacist, whoever is involved in the usage of the drugs, the medicines. So it is important for them to be updated and know the risks of what the drugs are being administered to the patient. So this will enhance the awareness among them, and also it helps them to give a better patient counseling, and it can reduce the medication errors to a greater extent. So that way, even the healthcare providers and the patients are aware of what is going to happen, or they can be more aware of it. This can also reduce even the hospitalization to a greater extent, and also in dispensing of medicines. So fourth would be the regulatory agencies, where the regulatory authorities of each and every country will play a major role here. So they take a call, and they will make a decision on whether a drug needs to be approved to the market, or it needs to be withheld. So these decisions will be taken by the regulatory agencies based on the reports which we get from the ADR detection. That is, through pharmacovigilance reports, the regulatory authorities will make a decision. So it is useful for them in drug approvals or withdrawing of a drug from the market due to its safety concerns. And so this not, as I said, this is not only applied to just drugs, so it's even used for medical devices. So any defect in the devices can be identified or detected. So in case of any device malfunctions or any device errors, and this pharmacovigilance data will help in detecting of this as well. And also in safety concerns, like in case of implants, so if there's any safety concerns happening in a long term, so even those type of risk can be detected. So last would be the IT or data analytics. This is a newer field emerging. So this IT or data analytics will help us in detecting the ADR detection in an automated way. So new technology methods are used, and even predictive analysis of large data can be done in this case. Let's just go through a quick brief on the real life case examples which highlighted the importance of pharmacovigilance, or which made a pathway to create to create pharmacovigilance. So first one, like, is the thalidomide tragedy, which was a major, we can say it was the turning point um, in the history, which paved the way for the development of pharmacovigilance. So, as we all know, this was marketed as a morning sickness drug. So, for pregnant women, it was given, which later on led to several problems like birth defects, which included phocomelia. Like, there was defect in the ears, the eyes, and the children had several neurological damage as well. So this all resulted because there was very insufficient safety data at that point of time, and there was no animal testing. There was inadequate animal testing, no testing for teratogenicity. So this all led to a very big tragedy, and later globally the drug was withdrawn from the market. So this was the starting point of pharmacovigilance, where it started off from. And another major study was the rofecoxib drug withdrawal. So this was a drug which was given as an NSAID. It was a painkiller initially, used for osteoarthritis, for their pain usage. And so this was used this was approved majorly because, unlike the other drugs, this gave less gastrointestinal side effects. So this drug was approved, and but later on a long-term study, they found out through the ADR reporting that this drug had a 2 times increased risk of heart attack and stroke in the patients who were taking it. So that was a very big drawback for this drug. And later on, the company was Merck, so they had to voluntarily withdraw the drug from the market. So even there was insufficient long-term study data conducted in the trial. So this data was taken from a long-term study, like after 2-3 years, it was found out. And one of the recent monitoring was done for this COVID-19 vaccine, which is a worldwide vaccine which was given to the people. So this COVID vaccine, what was done was, like, there was a larger trial conducted for this vaccine, not the usual ones. On a large scale, the trial was conducted, but on a later stage, we like the safety concerns, like thrombosis, myocarditis, and there was increased atrial fibrillation. So these were some of the findings which was taken from COVID-19 vaccine. So this was the ADR assessments being done, and so according to this outcomes, this COVID vaccine was later the usage of it was limited according to this ADR assessment outcomes. So these are some of the few examples, we can say few examples, which played a major role, or which highlights the importance of pharmacovigilance. So we'll just go through a quick walkthrough on how globally pharmacovigilance is in trend, and what is the demand of pharmacovigilance in the current market. So if we see globally, the market is in a very high growth rate, so it's growing in a very rapid phase. So if we just look at the numbers, so in 2023 the market value was just 6 billion, and by 2023 it is expected to rise to around more than 7 billion. So there's a huge demand for the sector. And even because there's a huge demand, even the regulatory authorities are making very stringent rules to the companies. So every company would have a pharmacovigilance department, which is again a good thing in the market. And also companies are relying nowadays more on the advanced technologies like AI and everything. So they are more keen in their using the high-end technologies um, to detect everything from large databases. And also we can see globally the market size is like in the future it is expected to raise by 10% by the year 2030. So we have a huge demand on this. And coming to India, in India, it's like very rapidly growing sector. So India is becoming one of the significant player in the industry, and as we can say, 70% of the pharmaceutical companies are now outsourcing pharmacovigilance, in which India is one of the top main players. And also there's large number of research institutions growing in India, so which is dedicated particularly only to pharmacovigilance. So we have a huge number of career opportunities coming forward. And so as we said, like it's becoming a global hub. India is because of its cost effective and skilled workforce. So like even in India, it is expected that India could capture 20 to 25% of the global pharmacovigilance outsourcing from the companies. So we have a huge demand over here. And the government initiative of pharmacovigilance program of India under CDSCO. So this was one major program which is playing a major role. So this has created many opportunities over here. And there is the clinical trial rates in India is far increasing than before. So right now, if we see as per the statistics, India is ranking among top 3 countries where clinical trials are being conducted. So if clinical trials are being conducted, obviously there is a larger scope and for pharmacovigilance. So and let's just look into how pharmacovigilance is important for life science graduates. So this field is mainly taken up by life science people. So we have like BSc Life Sciences, MSc people, PharmD, and people who are studying pharmacies. So for them, it is going to help, or where it is applied in the industry is like they are used for the foundation of entry level roles, which means in the case processing or safety monitoring, like we have we have various companies who will be hiring them. So that will be discussed on the later stage of the webinar. And for it is also used in higher roles like writing PSUs. So these all comes in the later stage. It's an aggregate reporting, so even there they can, I mean, this knowledge is being used. And family people have more clinical knowledge, so they are more inclined to medical review roles and taking in the decision making and also in the regulatory side as well. So and finally this pharmaceutical knowledge on this, it is going to help the people in understanding the ADR mechanism. So if, this is the basis, ADRs, drug mechanisms, and all the regulations. So once this understanding is there, then it is like we have a wide opportunity in the pharmacovigilance. So yeah, that was a conclusion. And so we have discussed about like what pharmacovigilance, how it is important in drug safety. We just saw a few real case examples, real life examples of where it played a major role. And career opportunities, as I said, so we have a lot of opportunities coming up, and more in detail will be discussed in the next sessions. So yeah, that was from my end, and thank you all. Thank you Biotecnika for this opportunity to be a part of the webinar, and thank you all.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an insightful session. Thank you so much. I can see some chats are coming, some questions we do have regarding your session. So, everybody, kindly note, we'll take up the questions in the end. Ma'am will be there, and we have other experts as well who will be answering your questions. So, keep on posting your questions in the chat, and we will be taking your questions. And we really appreciate your participation and attend that you all are attending, and you are really curious about to know more about this pharmacovigilance field. So, to throw more light on this topic, I now request our another speaker, Mr. Kowshik. So,
So, thank you, Dhanushri.
yeah, over to you, sir. Thank you.
So, thank you, Geethanjali, for the wonderful session. And good evening, everyone. I'm Kowshik. I'm an experienced pharmacovigilance professional with over 8 years experience in PV. And I worked in multiple companies which deal and CROs which deals with PV and its process. So today I'll be taking the next session, pharmacovigilance careers from internships to job search. And now let's start the session. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. I hope my screen is visible to everyone. Tanushree, is my screen visible to everyone?
Uh, you need to share it, sir. Uh, yes, it's visible now, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I'll be discussing this session about the pharmacovigilance careers from internship to industry level jobs. So in this session, we'll be discussing everything about internship, entry level, on how to start, and what are the sectors that were involved in the PV and pharmacovigilance domain. And apart from that, how to get into an internship, and how to perform a job search, and what are the sectors that were involved in this PV domain. And we'll be discussing everything about this in this session. So first thing is how to start and how to join, how to enter into the PV domain. And the people, or he or she or any person or individual who wants to move into the PV domain, and the first and foremost thing is to have is a valid license degree. License degree is from any department like pharma, B Pharma, BSc Biotechnology, Microbiology, Biochemistry, or Biotechnology. Same applies to MSc Biotechnology or MSc Microbiology. Anywhere, anyone with a valid license degree can join this field. And it applies to the physicians as well with a valid medical degree, and to the dentist as well with the valid BDS degree. And also for the people who wants to move from other sector to this domain, other sector to this domain, they can also have many certifications and diplomas in the PV domain. They can also go into these certifications, and also they can also do these certifications and diploma, and they also enter into the field. So these are the few things which are the major things for this. Eligibility and quality. Required for the license degree. And apart from that, there are many universities and institutions providing a diploma for PV. And now let's see that diploma in pharmacovigilance will be provided by JSS Academy of Higher Education and Research. This course is a complete online module where you can enroll in this course, and the course module will happen in through online mode, where you can enroll in this course by paying the fees and as specified by the institute or the university. And also MSc in Clinical Research and Pharmacovigilance from National Institute of Management and Research Studies and MRA India, where you can enroll in this course by going into the portal and by enrolling in this. And also there are other courses like Power Diploma or Executive Diploma in Pharmacovigilance, which is provided by IGMPI, which is nothing but Institute of Good Manufacturing Practices India, where you can enroll in this course. And also Gujarat Technical University also provides a certified course in pharmacovigilance, where you can directly go into the Gujarat Technical University website and you can enroll in this course, which is mentioned in their portal as well. And also there are various online PG diploma and certification courses where you can avail in through online mode. One such institute is like James Lind Institute, and apart from that, you can also go through many online training modules or online training training institutions like Udemy. You can go there and you can enroll in these courses for certifications in anything, certifications or diplomas related to PV. And apart from that, there are several regulatory websites which also provide free training to free training in PV and pharmacovigilance. For example, EMA and WHO UMC. UMC is nothing but Uppsala Monitoring Center. You can directly visit these portals and you can directly ask for, I can directly check for the free training materials and courses which will be provided in their website, which will be provided in their websites, where you can enroll them, where you can enroll them and start it for free. These are the courses which were currently available in the market. And also sectors. Now let's discuss the sectors where one can find a job. So PV is a vast field. It is growing on a very exponential basis, and currently the pharmacovigilance market is undergoing a major boost and major changes, and on a very fast pace. And after COVID-19, the PV, there are many developments happened in the PV due to public awareness, and also the side effects. People are much aware of the side effects that were happening because of the COVID vaccine, and also the pharmaceutical and biotech companies started investing more on the research and development. And apart from that, governments which are also started spending more on public health. So due to these factors, the industry has become much more diverse, and there are many sectors which were involved in this. One such sector is like hospital and medical colleges and CROs such as IQVIA, Sinus, Icon, and Profarma. So these CROs are like just not normal. Just for an example sake, I mentioned these CROs. There are many more CROs and many startups which were still coming in this sectors. And there are many hospitals and medical centers throughout India where you can find pharmacovigilance units and pharmacovigilance sites and ADR monitoring sites in hospitals. One such hospitals are like AIMS, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and Christian Medical College and Hospital, Vellore, and Apollo hospitals globally and throughout the India, where you can find all these pharmacovigilance jobs and pharmacovigilance departments which were stationed in there. And also there are pharmaceutical and biotechnical industry, the major part of pharmacovigilance, and such as Pfizer, Sanofi, Novartis, Amgen, GSK, and few doctor labs and Dr. Reddy's labs and Aurobindo. So these are the few pharmaceutical and biotech companies that were involved in PV, and which there are still many companies that were involved in pharmaceutical and biotech field. But I have mentioned only few things just for an example. So there are also other sectors which PV is involved in: regulatory agencies, legal teams, consulting, and many healthcare institutions. Regulatory agencies nothing but respective regulatory authorities of a country. Let's say for India, it is CDSCO, which monitor and which regulate all the approvals of the drugs, and also which draft the guidelines for the drug approvals and drug trials. And for if you take it for other countries like European Union, it is EMA which take care of all these regulatory guidelines, and for USA it is US FDA which take care of all those guidelines and all those approvals in USA. And coming to the legal teams, each pharmaceutical and biotech company maintain a legal team just to deal with the cases or the files that were filed by the public or any individual. And there are many physicians were involved in this legal team who deal with PV, and and there are also many HCPs and pharmacists also involved in this legal teams who deals with PV and who deals with those reports which were coming from the public and the private. And apart from that, consulting is nothing but there are many private auditing and inspection firms which will do audit for these things for PV inspections, where you can also find a job in there, and where you can also enroll it there. As we already discussed, any healthcare institutions like AIMS and Vellore Institute of Medical Sciences, these are the few sectors where the jobs were involved for PV. And types of entry level jobs. So coming to this point, the PV industry, as we already discussed, it was growing on exponential basis due to the recent developments in technology like AI, and also public awareness, and also due to the ever-changing regulatory guidelines. As you can see, after the introduction of AI, the regulatory authorities of the respective world started involving and changing the guidelines based upon their requirement. They are also, and after COVID as well, there are many changes happened in pharmacovigilance industry. The people became much awareness of the side effects of the vaccines and the medicines, and also there are spendings have been increased, and also pharmaceutical and biotech companies are investing more on technology and developments in AI, and they are shifting more towards AI, due to which there are these roles might change in the coming future. So, and also due to the acquisitions and collaboration within the pharmaceutical company. Let's say in pharmaceutical companies, the acquisitions and collaborations happen on a regular basis. Let's say they'll partner with any other business partner and or license partner in order to in order to manufacture their drug, or in order to license their drug in the particular country. So on a normal basis, regular basis, they collaborate with another pharmaceutical company, and also there are acquisitions happen on a regular basis. They might acquire few organizations, few pharma companies, due to which the full organization chart might change. Like the company which was acquired, which hold the department, and now the roles might differ, and also the roles might combine, due to which due to these collaborations and acquisitions. And but mostly there are the few roles which were staying constant throughout the years. Like these were there are few roles which were still in the market, and it were still the same for the entry level people who wants to join in PV. So these were the few roles I'll tell you, like drug safety associate, a PV scientist, patient safety officer, clinical safety analyst, aggregate report writer, and medical writer. So these were the few entry-level jobs in PV which stayed constant throughout the years. I mean, they might differ as well. I mean, you might differ as well. It depends upon the company and depend upon the organization. But mostly, you will find these roles in many job portals, or many social media, or many career portals. So these are the constant role that will have that will be hiring in PV. So the skill sets and certification. So PV is a very fast-paced environment, and anyone or any individual who wants to join in this domain has to be on a very proactive, has to be very proactive. So he has to act fast, I mean, most of the people involved in the PV domain are like clients. So they need to deal with people, and they need to deal with the client. They need to deal with the team, and also sometimes they need to deal with the timelines. And not sometimes, on a daily basis, people have to deal with the timelines, which is the most important thing in PV. So people who wants to join here in PV, they has to be proactive, and they need a good communication, and they must be first and foremost thing is they must be open to feedback. So whenever you receive a feedback, you need to work on it. You need to get back to it, and you need to make yourself better after getting any feedback from that. So these are the few skills which will help you in the future, and then coming which in future in which will help you in future, because as you already said, PB is a fast-paced environment, and there are many parties involved in it. And so you must deal with, sometimes you must deal with the clients, sometimes you must deal with the patients, and sometimes you deal with the team members, and also sometimes you must deal with the management within the industry, within the organization. And so you need to be active and proactive, and you need to adapt all these skills on a very fast manner. So, and also organization prefer people with additional certification. So let's say, for example, I and one of my friend joined the say applied for a role, and we both have the same talent. We both have the same knowledge. We both have the same knowledge, and we gave given the interview at the same time. And but one my friend received the job. I had received the call from the HR, and he had given the interview, and everything is done because even though we both have the same qualifications, same certificates, and same skills, but he had an extra additional he mentioned in additional training certificates in his resume. Let's see, for he have done some online or virtual training related to BV, and he have mentioned those training in his CV, which stood out for the recruiter, or which stood out for the interviewer. So what actually happen is, it will make the interviewer, the people who done the interview, I mean, better, because they think in a way that it will make them train them better if they have already have the knowledge, of something about the PV. So they prefer the candidates who are having more training, and also who know something about the industry that they are going to join. So it will make them stood out, and also sometimes it will help them to pick their CVs in this job search. So this was one of the most important things. So having a proper training and certification will really help on a long run. So, and by saying that, and there are many organizations, and there are many few certifications that can help candidates perform well during the interview. Then there are few, and I'll explain you few certifications that will be provided online. You can enroll online, and you can do it, which will help you, and which will also enhance your CV. One such training is CMC training, which is provided in MedDRA website, certified MedDRA coder, available on MedDRA website. So MedDRA is nothing but I hope you all aware of MedDRA, Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. It's a website. You can directly go to to the website, you can enroll in this training. It will really help you for in the long run. It will also really help you in your job search. Another such training is a GBP Module 1 Pharmacovigilance System and their quality system, which can be found in PIPA portal. You can directly go to the PIPA portal and you can find this training and you can enroll it. You can do it. You can enroll it. GBP module is nothing but good pharmacovigilance modules where you can, and there are many modules involved in this PIPA portal where you can enroll and where you can start the trainings, and which will help you in long run. So now let's discuss about the internship. So PV internship and jobs. So firstly, the in pharmacovigilance internships will not happen on a regular basis. Very rarely you find the internship, but there are internships and there are organizations that still hire people interns in PV documentation. But in order to get internship, your approach has to be different. Like as I already said, that securing internship is PVs requires a lot of planning and approach. So you need to assess your skills. You need to think before. You need to plan before. You need to connect with people. You need to network with people. You need to do a review of all global pharma website using job portals. Social media is nothing but LinkedIn and all the available job portals like Naukri as well. Sometimes people also mention their internship in a job portals like Naukri and Monster. So you need to be proactive while checking for internship. You need to act fast. You need to do a really review of all global pharma website by going daily into their websites and by checking the internship, and also you also need to connect with the people on a daily basis just to make sure that what's currently happening in the market and what the opportunity that was still going on, and which will help you in the long run. Like you connect with the people, you discuss with them, you'll ask them about the internship, and also you'll ask them about the current situation of the market, what's really happening in the market. All these things will help you grow and also help you in finding a good internship. And one such thing is taking part in virtual internship. There are few regulatory agencies and sometimes the many hospitals, as we already discussed, many hospitals and many universities provide virtual internships in PB. So not it's not on a regular basis, but sometimes they'll provide. But first, in order to get that virtual internship, you need to daily monitor all those websites and all the hospitals or all the regulatory agencies website that which provide these internships. So if you get this in the virtual internship, it's very good for you. You can enroll in them and you can finish this internship virtually, which is a good thing. And also, this one thing is preparation of content and blogs related to life science domain or PV. This was mostly ignored by many people throughout globally. But content in the sense, you no need to prepare only content related to PV. You can also diverse your contents. Like you can prepare a blog related to clinical research, or also you can prepare your blog related to your studies or related to whatever content you have done, whatever content you have done, what are the project you have done in your education or whatever, anything you can run in a blog. So which this will really add a boost to your resume, or also it will also stood out whenever any recruiter wants to hire you. They will definitely look into this content and blogs, and if they find it attractive, you might get an offer and you also might get an internship, and which will really help you. So far we have discussed the universities or institute that were involved in PV and diploma and all the MSc certification that were provided in the market. We also discussed about the internship and the organizations that were involved in the industry. We also discussed everything about PV sectors where it was involved. Now the next part is the job site, which is the major part for any individual or any fresher looking for a job in PV. The first and foremost thing is to prepare a CV and cover letter that highlights certification skills and everything that you learned related to pharmacovigilance and clinical research. So mostly people who start a career in for as a fresher, they generally prepare a CV and they'll submit in all the career portal, and they generally send it to the HR through mail or HR, anyone, any individual or any people who they connect, or any through social media or through LinkedIn, anywhere they'll send, or in Naukri they'll just post the CV and they'll leave it. But the most important part of the job search is for a fresher is to maintain is to make sure to write a proper and clear cover letter highlighting all the certification skills, because cover letter will really stood out, and there are many organizations, pharmaceutical and biotechnical companies that look for cover letter and they'll ask for cover letter. And if you have a good cover letter and CV, and there are chances that your CV might be picked, and there are chances that you might end up getting your desired job that you desired. So you need to add few more things in the CV, like any project work related to PV in your CV or resume. Let's say like which will make your CV stand out. Like even though you have done something related to PV, even though it's a small project or a small one-day project or just a one-hour project or anything related to PV, you need to add in your CV, and which will make your CV stood out. Understand? And also anything related, any training course related to PV and any other work. Like I also mentioned the blog that you're rating in the previous slide. You can mention that as well in your CV, so which will help you in this job search. And also, the most important thing is perform a daily search on job portals of all organizations and CROs that deals with PV. So let's say, for example, if you are starting job search today, prepare an Excel sheet, make a column of companies that were involved in PV, and also CROs. Make a column about CROs that were involved in PV industry. Mention a date there, and do a review of each and every organization, every pharma, and every CRO on a daily basis. Go to the website, check, go to their website, go to the portal, check when any new job is posted. Do that until you get a job, get a call, or get a desired job until you're desired. So because these job portals were really important during a job search, you might think that today you might have searched the job portal and you find that there is no jobs left, and you might think that there no need to check it again, but that does not help you in any help you, because these job portals normally post the jobs on a daily basis. Sometimes they'll post the jobs on, I mean, in a day they might post 2 or 3 jobs. We never know when the jobs will come up and they'll show up. So it's very important for you to daily search the job portals on a daily basis. Prepare an Excel sheet, maintain the keep the data which you are doing this search and all these things, and perform a daily search of the job portals of all the CROs and organizations and pharmaceutical or biotech industry. And also connect with people in LinkedIn. So do not hesitate to connect with people in LinkedIn. Connect with people in LinkedIn who are involved in PV, like PV professionals, leads, HRs, and organizations, and anyone who are involved in PV. But be prepared. Be prepared to connect with people in LinkedIn, but be responsible and also be polite with people in LinkedIn. Do not do not ask directly for any job before connecting. You just connect to the people, draft a message which will which suits you, which suits your requirement or which suits the people, or send them a connection request, and daily connect with the people on a daily basis, and also for the people who are involved in PV and everywhere. And also all join the life science domain group. There are many life science domain groups, like in WhatsApp groups. There are many groups that involve the discussions about PV professionals. There are many portal and job groups that will involve discussion, that involve the discussion about clinical research and pharmacovigilance. So join those WhatsApp group, discuss about the current changes and discuss about the current updates and the current market trends. Discuss about everything related to PV, and also not only in the PV group, also join in others, other job portals related to PV, related to clinical research or clinical trials, CDM. Join in their portals as well, because we never know when will these jobs will pop up. So you have to be proactive and join in all these portals, which will help you. So by after that, there are few points that need to be noted before after doing this, during this job search. Always check the job roles and responsibilities carefully before tailing a resume based upon, and tailor resume based on requirement. Let's say, for example, you have made the CV, you have updated all the roles and skills that you learned, and you also uploaded on all the job portals everywhere. Then also started sending mails and messages to all the HRs regarding these job roles and regarding that, but you have not received any call. And sometimes this might happen because the job roles might the roles and responsible that we provide in the jobs might differ. Sometimes they include extra responsibilities apart from PV, like you need to handle multiple teams, you need to handle multiple projects, you need to also start doing some medical writing, you need to also keep on handling mailbox handling, you need to also deal with some calls with the clients. All these things will be included in the job roles for freshers. So you need to be careful while searching for looking into the job roles and responsibility. Always check the job role and responsibility before applying for a job. And if there anything new responsibility added for the fresher job, for any entry level job, just add that responsibility in your resume, which suits which is, because all those skills are entry level. I hope that every of you guys have the right skills and right skills to apply those responsibilities in your resume. Let's say they require someone who needs to handle mailbox, and in the responsibility mention that you need to handle the mailbox. Mailbox is that's not, it's a easy skill you can learn once you join the organization. You can mention that, well, I can handle mailbox, handle all these things you can mention in the job CV while during your job search. So you need to check the job role and responsibility carefully before applying the job, in order to in order to track the changes in your resume. And also ensure to browse all the regulatory authority websites as they provide many updates and details about PV. Let's say for India it is CDSCO, for Europe it is European Medical Agency EMA. You need to just to in order to get the current updates of regulatory updates, or what are the current. So on a weekly basis, all these regulatory website release on a weekly calendars or weekly some updates they receive on a monthly basis and weekly basis. All these regulatory website release some updates. So in order to get used to with this website, just go to the go to this regulatory website and check what's happening in currently in the industry. It might not which is completely required for your job, but it will really help you on your long run, because sometimes people, there is also a job role which focus on this regulatory authorities. Like there is a job role, like someone might ask you, you need to daily monitor all the regulatory websites for any health updates. Health updates is nothing but safety updates. Safety update is nothing but any updates related to pharmacovigilance. So all these things can be included in your resume as well if you do start doing these things. And lastly, there are do not hesitate to connect with people in LinkedIn or other groups or referral for any referrals or for any internship opportunity in their organization. Let's say, for example, you are connected with 20 people today in LinkedIn and you have not received any message from any of them. So you know no need to dishearten by that, because keep on connecting with the people. You might not receive the required message that you want today, but you definitely will receive the message. You receive the response from any of them definitely on today, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe day after tomorrow. You will receive a message, and also they will post many significant or many important updates related to PV, and also they'll discuss all these things in their LinkedIn portals and LinkedIn posts. So it's very important to connect with people in LinkedIn. Even though do not dishearten by the if you don't get any reply from the people that you're asking for referral or any job opportunity. Do not dishearten by that. Please connect with the people on a daily basis, because people normally tend to do their own work as well, because they do have their own work, and they do deal with it. They do deal with their personal work. So do not hesitate to connect with people in LinkedIn. Always connect with the people with them. And also register in all organization career portals and the deals with PV. So before going into any career portal, register in all organization career portal. Just register in all the portals, enter your data, enter your mail ID, because on a daily basis, because whenever any job portal, any job has been job alert has been came, you will receive those alerts in your mail ID. So which will help you for further job search. And finally, thank you so much, and I hope it's very valuable to everyone. Mm.
Thank you so much, sir, for the wonderful session. And definitely, our dear attendees, like your session is really very insightful. We can see from the chats, like a lot of questions are there, so which we will be taking in the end. So let's begin with the third session. So yes, sir. So now I welcome Umesh, sir. Over to you, sir. So you can begin with your presentation. Sir, you are muted. I think you need to unmute, sir.
Can you see my screen now? And you can
Yes, yes.
hear me?
Yes, sir. You are audible and the screen is visible.
Okay. So my session is just to brief you about how you can make a career in pharmacovigilance. So in this topic, I will just give you an introduction, how you can make a career growth, how can you can enter into the industry, what are the trends, and how you can be get absorb in the industry in India or abroad? What are the growth map? How you can make a career? How what are the beginning role and how you can just continue to the management role? And I will just give you some tips how you can just make a network and how you can just go through it and you can make a career and how you can search a job in this field. And so Geethanjali and Kowshik has already given the brief about the pharmacovigilance. So I will not just repeat these things that what is pharmacovigilance. So just if you are a life science student, so you must be knowing that what are doctor, what are the patient, what are the pharmacist. And so if you want to make a career in pharmacovigilance, so you have to just understand that what is the need of a drug, that why the drug is needed. So you know that doctors are there and the patients are there, so mainly doctor and the patient, that those are the bridge between the drug. Okay, so if you are having any illness or any disease, so then only you go to the doctor and you take the drug. So why drug is pharmacovigilance is playing a major role in um, in prescribing the drug, because if something goes wrong or some mishaps happen, so it has to be taken care for someone. So here the role comes from the pharmacovigilance. So they take care of the adverse event, what is the adverse event by giving the drugs and how it is reacting. So this pharmacovigilance has vast scope in lot of areas. Like already they have explained that we have clinical research, we have pharmaceutical companies, we have clinical research organization, IT sector is there. Now government authorities are there, they are also well aware and they are just coming up with a lot of job profiles in the government as well. So I will just tell you that how what are the industry entry role. So suppose if you have done any certification or you have a very beginning role of beginning role and you have a basic knowledge of pharmacovigilance, so you can become a associate pharmacovigilance or a drug safety specialist. And if you have a such kind of thing, so you can just grow into a senior role and just you can grow up into a managing director for the drug safety, and you can become a global head in the pharmacovigilance. So now I will just tell you that what kind of role that is getting started. So first role in the entry level, we call it as a pharmacovigilance associate. So this is just the first step of the pharmacovigilance role. So in this you will be having a, you will be just working as adverse report reporting, data analysis, and the compliance of regulatory guidelines. So this is just a basic entry. So if you know these basic things, you will get this job as a pharmacovigilance associate. Once you will learn about these things, so that time you will become a drug safety specialist. So here your role comes above associate role. So in this you have to be more proactive, and you have to just give more attention to the drug and what therapeutic area you are working, and what kind of thing you have to look into it. Because now in this role you will be 1 or 2 years experience, so that you will be well aware of terminologies, what terminologies they are using, what kind of adverse event they are looking into. So you have to understand what kind of protocol, if there is a protocol which is being followed for any clinical research, so how they are collecting the data and other like that. So the next role is the pharmacovigilance coordinator. So after drug safety specialist, now you can become a coordinator. You can manage the things day to day operations. Like you will be having a pharmacovigilance team and such, like data entry, case processing. And now you will be a bridge between a doctor and the scientist, that what how the drug is working. And then in the doctors there will be a principal investigator, so they will be collecting the day to day day-to-day things, that how that drug is working, if there is something, some adverse event is going on with the patient, or some patient is suffering something like that. So in pharmacovigilance coordinator, you have to become a coordinate to the principal investigator and the other scientists, and the other who are the drug means who are the operations who is dealing with the data. Now after that you will become a medical information associate. So medical information associate, they will collect all the data which is been what are the adverse event, what are the adverse is things is going on with the data, like that. So this is a main thing, that uh, you have to be a proactive, and you have to just take care, you have to look into the things, that how the drug is going on, and whether the drug is safe, or how effective the drug is working or not. So you have to just coordinate with the healthcare professional and the pharmacovigilance team. Now so that was the role what you will be going to play as an pharmacovigilance. So now I will tell you that how in the entry level, what are the roles and how they proceed. So in the entry level, so the your role will be like drug safety associate. You will be collecting data, then you are processing the data, and you are reporting adverse event reaction. So you have to coordinate with the data management team, how the data, so whatever you are collecting, so it will be directly going to a data management team, and they will just coordinate with the team medical writer or medical associates. They will be just looking into it, whether that whatever findings you have done, so that is correct or not. So in the next level, you will be just playing a pharmacovigilance officer. So here your responsibility will be more, and you have to work as a consultant between both safety manager, drug safety consultant, like, and you will be having a more depth knowledge and experience. And in the senior level, the pharmacovigilance leader. So once you will become a leader, so after that you will be handling with the junior associates who are just entry, they are working in the entry level, and you have to coordinate with directors, you have to coordinate with the head of pharmacovigilance, and then you will be just like a senior level, so senior person. So with the lot of experience with seeing the data, with the seeing the things, how the pharma things are going on, and how the drugs are affecting, how you have to coordinate with principal investigator. So this kind of things, if you are doing, you can become a head of pharmacovigilance, and you will be managing the teams. So these are the senior level things. And after that, once you will gather all these things, and now you are having 10 plus years experience, so you will become a specialized in this pharmacovigilance. So you will be having a specialized, like you will be signal detection, risk management, epidemiology. So like that you will be just having these things. So you will become a specialist in pharmacovigilance. And next, what are the chances, what are the scope in India and abroad? So before moving to these chances and abroad, so if you and want to get an opportunity in getting a job in clinical field, so you have to become very proactive. You have to make your CV strong. Whatever you are learning, you learn it from the bottom, not just like a surface that you. So you have to be serious, because it's a very competitive market. So now there are a lot of students are coming, lot of uh, they have lot of good things. What I have seen in the freshers, they are, whatever we are not knowing as an experienced people, they are coming up with that kind of knowledge, which is a new technologies which can be implemented in the new field. So if you are aware of new technologies, and in the interview if you are able to express that thing, so definitely you will be got hired. So you just don't follow the trends, you have to come up with some new things, that what is going on in the market, what are the new things, what are the new research is going on in the field, what are the new scope of pharmacovigilance, how the doctors are dealing with that. So you have to be proactive. And uh, and you have to read a lot. You have to be updated, means day to day, means there are a lot of things getting posted in LinkedIn, YouTube, other social media, that what new trends are coming in this field. So once you are aware of that, definitely you are going to get a job on that. Okay, so now uh, as uh, as Geethanjali told that it was now the trends are going on in India, and now the jobs are very much open for pharmacovigilance. So there is a lot of scope, and lot of new pharmaceutical companies are getting started in India. So they required pharmacovigilance because they are going to do a research, they are going to do a lot of development in the clinical research field. There are a lot of hospitals are coming up, and there are a lot of IT sectors, they are handling the data which is coming from the clinical domain. So I'm just saying that this is a very good scope in the field of pharmacovigilance. So once, so if you want to gather and uh, get into pharmacovigilance, so you need something extra. So how you can get an extra thing? So you have to go for a course, you have to go for a certification. So once you will go for an interview or something, so definitely they will ask whether do you have a knowledge. So if you will say yes, so how did you got this knowledge, so from where you got this. So if you are going to that, so they definitely they will see that okay, they have learned it from this place, they have got the certification, they, so definitely they have a knowledge. So now in this so you can make a career in pharmacovigilance, and just like you can get expertise, you can just talk to expert who are working in this field, you can just check with the LinkedIn and other places that how they are working, how their growth is. So just I will just tell you that how you, if suppose if you are getting into a PV role, so definitely everyone will be having a curiosity that how much I am going to earn. So suppose if you are getting absorbed and in the entry level only, you will get 3 to 5 lakhs per annum. And once you will become pharmacoscientist with the 5 years or 2 3 years experience, you will get 5 to 8 lakhs. Once you will become a leader, you can just get a salary of 10 to 15 lakhs. If you are a senior PVS specialist, you will get 8 to 12 lakhs. If you will become a PV consultant or a director, your salary will go to 20 plus LPA. And now who are the recruiters for this? So the top recruiters are TCS, IQVIA, Cognizant, Wipro, and Accenture. So all these companies, they have a lot of openings and they absorb freshers. They will be having an internship, they will be having a training for this, and they will be having a campus. So but these people, they will prefer the student who have done already this some certification, some courses, or something like that. So other in this pharmaceutical companies, if you'll see, there is Dr. Reddy Laboratories, then GlaxoSmithKline, GSK, Novartis, Pfizer, Renvexi, Roche India, and many more companies are there where you can just get a job in pharmacovigilance. Now, how you can step into a pharmacovigilance career? So once you got a certification, you build your resume. In that resume, you highlight what education you have done, what kind of certification you have done, what kind of relevant experience you have, and then you just gain some experience that how it. So how you can gain an experience? You have to do some internship, you have to do some volunteering work, you have to just go to online courses, you have to read some online publications, you have to read a journal how the pharmacovigilance people they are working. And you can just apply to a network like a LinkedIn is a very professional social networking place where you can find a job, you can just make a connection with the senior people, like that. And now what kind of things you need it for us from us. So I'll just tell you that. So you update a relevant degree from some like a master degree. If you are having a bachelor degree, you can go for a master degree. But with along with the bachelor degree also, if you have some pharmacovigilance certification or some diploma, some courses, so you will be ahead of master degree. It is not like that master degrees are required, but you need a certification. And once if you have only bachelor degree certifications and you got a job, you don't stop it there. You upgrade yourself to a master degree. You can just find out how you can do a master degree along with your career. Now complete your specialized training. So you enroll for a pharmacovigilance certificate course like that. So if you don't have a certification, nobody is going to entertain you in the market. So first thing is certification. So you need a certification for this. And when you are just choosing any certification course, just see that they are just providing you internship. If internship is there, you will be knowing the live means live experiences, how how these peoples are working, how they are experienced, how they are working, how they are documenting the thing, how they are responding to emails, how they are proactive, how they are doing the things in day to day life. So when you are choosing any internship course or any specialization training, just see that there should be a internship. And as I told previously also, stay updated. Keep keep your things updated. It's not like that whatever things you are learn in the book, that is going to be work in the industry level is far ahead of the book knowledge. So you have to read a lot, you have to make a connection with the people who are already working on pharmacovigilance like that. And build your expertise, like continuously you develop your skills. Like suppose if you are weak in communication, so learn your communication skills. You just develop your personality skills, how to communicate in a group, how to communicate in a bigger forum, just like that. So you can just attend the webinars, you just attend uh, some of the conferences where the pharmacovigilance people they are coming and they are sharing their experience. So and there you can just get your things faster. And there are LinkedIn group. So in this LinkedIn group you will see that I have seen these are the groups who are currently working on pharmacovigilance, and these are really good a platform where you will be understanding the things in LinkedIn. And lot of peoples are there, and day to day life they are posting their things. So in pharmacovigilance and drug safety network is there, then pharmacovigilance professionals are there. So in LinkedIn group, if you'll see there, lot of professional peoples are there who are just connecting to each other and they are sharing their experience. Then there is a drug safety and pharmacovigilance group is there. So in that they are saying that what is the market trend is going on, what drug I mean what drug is coming into the field, how that is working, like that they are publishing. And now we are in India, so you have to find out a group in India also, that how the trends are going in India. And there is one more, this is very good platform where you will see that they are posting directly the jobs in pharmacovigilance. If there is some pharmaceutical companies, they have opening for fresher, they have opening for mid level, so they are posting their jobs. So you have to be attentive, you have to be proactive, that uh, you have to be first come first serve. Suppose if you are in the daily basis, if you are not coming to those platforms, so you may miss the job portals, right? So you have to go and you have to just check on that. And one more thing, now pharmacovigilance is completely related to clinical research. So you have to be connected with clinical professional also, so that you can just explore your things in other department as well, how they are working in this field. So in this, let me conclude my things. So pharmacovigilance is one of the fastest growing sector in pharmaceutical industry, and there are a lot of companies and regulatory bodies increasing, focusing drug safety and the patient as well. So we have a lot of industries coming up in the India, like pharmaceutical companies, hospitals. Government is also taking an initiative to just look into a drug safety or patient well being. And for those who are interested in this field can enroll the recognized certifications program like Biotecnika, and that can be provide the necessary skills and knowledge to the success of your competitive industry. So thank you Tanushri, and thank you Biotecnika for giving me the platform to express myself.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful session. Most of the questions, I'm sure, like most of the attendees and the people who want to make a career in this field, so most of the questions they revolve around the recruiters, the salaries, and most importantly, how one can enter into the pharmacovigilance sector, or questions regarding networking. And you have explained everything in a very simple and easy to understand manner, sir. So we really appreciate that, and thank you so much for the wonderful session, sir.
Thank you
And
Tanushri.
yes, sir. And there are a few questions in the chats. So I will be taking up those questions now. So I will be taking first question, which is from Niharika Singh, that can biotech students do pharmacovigilance? Like for jobs, will students with pharmacy background will be preferred over biotech students for pharmacovigilance roles? And also there is a similar question from Mini, like that whether does pharmacovigilance department recruit life science students? So basically, sir, our attendees wanted to know, like, I will be really happy if you answer this question. They just wanted to know, like, whether a people from biotech background or life science background, whether they will be preferred over, like, whether they can apply or will be preferred over the people having pharmacovigilance background. Over to you,
uh,
sir, Umesh, sir.
yeah. uh, as per my experience, I am seeing that if you have life science background, clinical research field is the major field where you will be enrolled in. So there is no preference like that you are from the you have done B pharma, M pharma, or some other courses, biotechnology, bioinformatics. But the major thing, suppose if you are coming as a fresher, so first requirement is if you are coming as a pharmacovigilance officer. So what I will see that you are coming from a life science background or not. The second thing is I will see your certification, whether you have done any courses or anything. And the third thing comes, that is your communication skills, and how you are performing in your career. And the fourth and last major thing is how you are updated with the new trends. So it is nothing related with that you are coming from biotechnology, bioinformatics, and that, as per my understanding, it's just a degree. So but the thing is, you have to do the things with uh, very seriously. You should have a knowledge of those things. Suppose if you in your CV, if you are writing that you have done a bachelor degree in biotechnology, so you must be having some basic knowledge of biotechnology and what is the trend going on in the biotechnology field. It's not like just if you have done B pharma or so. Definitely as a fresher, what I will expect if I am recruiting you, so you have a basic knowledge of that or not, or you have just done a degree, or you have just passed it out. Hope
Thank you
this is
so much.
yeah.
Yes, sir. Please continue, sir.
I hope this gives the answer to that
Yes,
question.
yes, definitely, sir. You have given a detailed explanation, and I hope this answers your question, Mini and Niharika. That it doesn't matter whether you are from biotech or life science background. You definitely, like, you are eligible, and definitely you can always upskill through internships and certification courses. We have another question from Rudraksh. That what will be the so we have a question from Rudraksh Bharadwaj, that what will be the certification courses we should do for the entry level jobs. So again, sir, if you would like to answer this question.
Yeah, there are lot of courses available in the market. So you have just like Biotecnika, like Upgrade, and many other platforms. Now the government is also an initiative. There is as Kowshik told you that there is a CSCO. I'm not remembering that exact full form, but that is a government initiative, and you can just take an internship on that as well. So there are a lot
Yeah.
of platforms, so you have to just go and you have to search it.
I hope this answers your question, Rudrash. Thank you so much, sir. I'll take up another question, which is from Furious, that I'm a BTech biotechnology and currently studying. Can I do internship from 2 to 3 year onwards? Kaushik sir, would you like to answer this question?
Yeah. So normally people from BTech biotechnology, many big pharma or biotech company, they are not hiring people from BTech biotechnology, but there are many CROs and many startups or there are many startups and many CROs that hire people from BTech biotechnology, and there are also the roles will also differ compared to the PV, because due to this introduction of AI and artificial intelligence, these roles might differ for people who are from BTech biotechnology. So yes, you can do internship in PV, and there are organizations that hire people from BTech biotechnology. As sir clearly, Umesh sir clearly told us before that you can do any certification course from Biotecnika from anywhere, and you can join any organization. But for BTech biotechnology, you have much more opportunities. There are the roles might differ. Based upon conventional PV roles, you might differ. You might assign to some other role related to PV and in other departments. So there are many organizations and CROs that still have BTech biotechnology students, and you can do an internship, as Umesh sir clearly said, and you can do it and you can carry on in the future.
Thank you so much, sir. I hope this answers your question, Furious Edits. Uh, the another question is from Shoma Sheesh. Like, what's the prospect of, okay, so there are two questions. So I'll take up this question that can you please suggest one short-term online course in pharmacovigilance that is effective for research shift in life science from other topics? Geethanjali ma'am, would you like to answer this question? I think this question is for you only.
Yeah, sure. So, for there's no like one particular course or like one particular skill you need to have. So like you need to have knowledge on many skills like MedDRA coding. You need to know about databases. So there are like a few skills which you need to upgrade on. So you can take up a kind of certification course or something which will give you insights on all the skills which you require when you when you are going for a research role. So you definitely need a few skills like in pharmacovigilance research will have like signal studies, risk management and all. So you need to know few skills. So it would be a better option if you can take up a certification which will have all the necessary skills to give you inputs on.
Thank you so much, Gitanjali ma'am. I hope this answers the question. I know there are so many questions in the chat, dear attendees. I know that after such interesting and valuable session, you all must be having a lot of questions. So it won't be possible to take all the questions because of the time constraints. I will be taking the last question. So I will be taking question of Vinay. So Vinay wants to know that I will be finishing PharmaD next month. So what do you think where pharmacovigilance will be there in next 5 to 10 years? Because pharmacovigilance is a desk job. I'm not sure about that, but pharmacovigilance is a desk job, and also AI has come in picture. So what do you think will pharmacovigilance employees suffer? Um, Umesh sir, would you like to answer this question?
Yeah. I don't think that pharmacovigilance is just a desk job. You have to do lot of things. It's not like you are just sitting in front of computer and just doing some programming or just some Excel filling or just in data entry. So you have to coordinate with your principal investigator or just like a doctor, or you have to sometimes some people they will just go and just check that whether the principal investigator is doing the things right way or not. So they will just go and they will just check into the hospital. So few of the CROs they take an initiative and they will just have a visit to the hospital. So in that, one of the pharmacovigilance team will be also there to just look into it. And in definitely in 5 to 10 years, I will see that pharmacovigilance is going to be a boom area, because now uh, after COVID, lot of peoples are aware of the health, that I have to become a healthy person. So for becoming a healthy person, you have to do lot of things. So in that, I will see that 5 to 10 years it will be a booming career only, it is not going to be lasting. And regarding the AI and machine learning, so AI is just uh, uh, it's a computer, it's they cannot just interpret the things manually. So what human can do, that cannot be done by computers. So AI is the thing what we have already done, and so that thing can be programmed, and that can be implemented into drug safety. But the new thing which is not been seen with the AI, so that cannot be implemented. Otherwise, if AI can done everything, so what the need of human? So why they will, the people will just start the job and like the things. So I will say that AI is playing very important role, and they are just doing the good thing. But in the field of pharmacology, or in the pharma sector, AI and machine learning, that is not going to be a successful thing. Because as I'm just working with the statisticians, so the statisticians, they are coming up with the different models, so that cannot be implemented with the AI. So because now new drugs are coming, new therapies are coming, and new patients are coming with the new things. So definitely AI will play a bigger role, but it will take lot of years to just take up the AI.
Rightly said, sir. I hope this answers your question, Vinay. And there is, I think there is a suggestion from Rashi that can you please also have a drug regulatory affair opportunity webinar in India and abroad. So just wanted to inform you, Rashi, that soon we'll be coming up with course on regulatory affairs also. One is already ongoing, and soon in the coming month we will be coming up with the regulatory affairs course, as well as we will be coming up with the webinar before launching the course. So thank you everyone. As I mentioned earlier, that due to time constraint, we may not be able to take up all the questions which are pending right now. So please feel free to post your questions at cst@biotecnika.org, and we'll be happy to answer them there. Also, if you have any suggestions and feedback, please feel free to share it there at cst@biotecnika.org. So as we come to the close of today's webinar, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to our esteemed speakers, Mr. Umesh Kumar, Mr. Kowshik, and Ms. Geethanjali, for the valuable time, expertise, and engaging presentations. We truly appreciate your contributions and are immensely grateful for your time, dedication, and expertise. And even to all our attendees, thank you for your active participation and enthusiasm. Your presence made this webinar a success. So we hope this session added value to your learning and inspired further exploration into the dynamic field of pharmacovigilance. So stay connected for more such informative events. Until next time, take care and keep learning. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhanushi. Thank you all.